Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos, news updates. The release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come in due time. Simon Ekpa reacts to the Supreme Court judgment. Yes. Now, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been denied freedom by the Supreme Court. It's no longer news. But the Biafran Prime Minister of government in exile, talking about Mazi Simon Ekpa, is telling the Igbos that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released in due time. He said he is aware that this thing will happen. Of course, you recall that on Friday, December 15, 2023, the Apex Court in Nigeria, in a judgment delivered by Justice Simone Lagim, written by Justice Lawal, yes, Garba Lawal, voided and set aside the judgment of the Court of Appeal, which October last year ordered the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and quashed the terrorism charges against him. Now the Supreme Court said that although the Nigerian government recklessly and unlawfully rendered Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, they said such an unlawful act has not divested any court from proceeding with trial. Justice Lawal said that no Nigerian law was cited in the suit seeking Kanu's release on mere unlawful abduction from Kenya. He said it's a mere unlawful abduction. It's unlawful, and he said it's a mere. It's a mere. He added that at the moment, the remedy for such action is for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to file a civil matter against such act instead of removing the powers of courts to continue with his trial for the alleged criminal charges the federal government leveled against him. Now, this Apex Court subsequently ordered that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should go and defend himself in the remaining 7 counts of terrorism charges preferred against him. So, but the Biafran Prime Minister of the government in exile, while reacting to it, said, quote, "I watched them from the mirror before they finished planning. I know it would have been a miracle if something else happened. Though after I exposed their plan to adjourn the case till February, they changed it slightly last night. The Biafra government is the only hope of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom, and it will happen in due time." End of quote. So, this is a statement of Mazi Simon Ekpa giving hope to Biafrans about the incarceration of the leader of the IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And so, talking about this Supreme Court judgment, right? This miscarriage of justice, this atrocity committed at the highest level. So, they said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should institute, yes, a case or file a civil matter against his extraordinary rendition and abduction. Okay? Yes. Whereas the same court said that it is not enough. Yes, that's what the court said. They said the unlawful abduction from Kenya and the extraordinary rendition said it's not enough. And not just that it's not enough, they said it is not known to law in Nigeria. Now, when you said it is not known to law in Nigeria, then you're asking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to file a civil case again based on that. Now, what are you not talking about? You mean that he should go to the court to pursue shadows? Yes, that's what it means. When you said such action, that the suit did not, make any reference to any part of the law in Nigeria. Yes, the suit, talking about the extraordinary rendition, the abduction, said, oh, there was no any place it mentioned in the law in Nigeria. And yet you said, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should file a separate civil case against the federal government. So what are you going to say there as a judge or justice or whatever? What are you going to say there again? Yes? So you mean he should go and pursue shadow in court Having said that, they didn't make any reference to law. So whether making reference to law or not, what is illegal is illegal. What is legal is legal. What is right is right. What is wrong in the law. Whether making reference or not. Yes, someone is asking for his fundamental human rights. Someone is asking that, look, a government have actually violated his right as a human being. And you say he did not make any reference. What reference again? The law is known to all. After all, it is said that the ignorance of the law is not an excuse. So, whether making reference or not, it stands that a crime has been committed against someone. Simple. The federal government, the Kenyan government committed serious crime against the leader of the IPOB. And that's why the United Nations Working Group on Human Rights and Arbitrary Detention, in their wisdom, said, look, this man should be released. Not even granted bail, released. Let him go. Let him go. He committed no offense. Let him go. Yes? So you feel that you know something more than them. And he said, it is not known to law. Which law? So what we are saying is this. All this is to show the injustice in the judgment, the attempt by the federal government to continue, not just an attempt, but the will by the federal government. They have the will to continue the onslaught, the military occupation, the killings, the forceful disappearances, the invasion of communities in the Southeast. They have the will to do that. And that is what they have exhibited in that judgment by directing the Supreme Court justices to deliver this jaundiced judgment, Âbŕačađabŕa judgment. Yes, they want to continue their genocide in the region. So, but what Mazi Simon have said is that, look, that the people of the Southeast, the Biafrans, should have hope in the government in exile. Yes, that is the hope. Mazi Nnamdi released in due time said it is the only hope of Mazi Nnamdi. That's the Biafra government in exile, because he knows that he will marshal out plans for his release. Forget about this Johannes Ndimbo. This is the man the people of the Southeast believe that will work for the release of Mazi Nnamdi, and that will happen. So there is no cause for alarm. That's what Mazi Simon is saying. He said, no cause for alarm. The people of the Southeast should know that they're supposed to have been expecting this judgment in this way, because the evil government in Nigeria, they are hell-bent on suffocating the Southeasterners. But Biafran Prime Minister said it will not work. Yes. So that is it.